Howdy everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm glad to have you here. It's Bob from Southwest Michigan Sales. Today I thought it would be important to discuss something for someone that is considering or has their own e-commerce website. How quick before I get my first order? I started my actual website on April 17th of 2021. And I'll tell you right now, it's been a heck of a learning curve. I feel like Google, as far as getting my products out there to get them seen, they're constantly making changes. I honestly feel like I'm getting behind the 8-ball a little bit on some of the things, but I felt it was important that you guys know how long it took for me to get my first order on my website organically, through either organic search or through paid search, which is Google product search. Or Google placement, I guess you could call it that as well. But anyway, it's where you go on google.com and you enter in a product that you're looking for, and generally it brings up a lot of the large well-known retailers, and then sometimes it'll bring up a small business or small retailer you've never heard of, such as probably my business, which is Southwest Michigan Sales. I know that probably 99.9% of the population walking around out there, I'm sure, has never heard of my business. But I started it on April 17th of 2021. I have a little bit of a notebook here. It's kind of a cheat notebook, so I get all my dates correct for you guys. But I felt this was important to discuss this. With starting it on April 17th of 2021, my first order came in on May 19th of 2021. So that is 1 month and 2 days that my site was operational before I received the first order on my website. After that, it went from, there's 30 days in May, it went from the May 19th until June 1st, until I got my next order. So it went for another 13 days almost another 2 weeks. And then from then, it went from June 1st until June 8th to get my next order. Now being in business almost 4 years, most times I'm getting at least one order every single day. Some days I'm getting multiple orders a day. There are dry patches of 1 or 2 days that I get no orders. It's just part of my business. It's up and down. When you start your own e-commerce website, one of the big things as well, what are you going to be selling on your website? Keep this in mind. This is going to also affect your traffic. It's going to affect your sales. Are you selling your own product? Did you go out and did you market your own product? Do you have a social media presence? All of these things can drive sales. For my business, I actually did not have any kind of a social media presence whatsoever until starting within the last 1.5 years or so. I think I started my YouTube channel a little over 2 years ago, but I was just not comfortable in front of the camera. I'm still not perfect by any means in front of the camera, but I feel like I can talk to you guys a little bit more easier now, and I feel like I'm a little more comfortable. I'm still jittery. I'm definitely lacking a lot of the skills in actually editing the videos, but it's important for me to put out there on how long it took for me to get my sales on my site. Now, you're probably thinking, how many items did you have listed when I got that first order? Unfortunately, there's no way for me to go back and get that, but just from my memory, I think I had probably about 150 to 200 products actually listed on my site at that time. Now, I did have 1 order or 2 orders before that May 19th, but that I did not include. And the reason I didn't include it is because someone had contacted me through Facebook and said, hey, could you ship an item? And I just directed them over to my website and they placed the order that way. I did not feel that was an actual organic sale, that they actually found me through like Yahoo or Bing Shopping or Bing.com or Microsoft.com search or Google or wherever they're searching from. It actually came in a little over a month after I had started my website. Also too, like I said, it's going to depend on, are you selling your own product? If you're selling your own product, you're probably going to be getting sales quicker than what I actually accomplished for my site. As far as my site, it actually took a little over a month to get that first sale, because I am taking and going out and purchasing probably about 85 to 90% of the products on my site are used or antique items. I enjoy the thrill of the hunt. I enjoy finding those items to bring to my customers. One thing, if I could go back and make changes to anyone that is creating their own website, I have made a lot of errors in my site. I've just begun within the last month and a half to 2 months starting to use AI, which is artificial intelligence. I've started using it on my photos to make the products pop, make them stand out better. I've also started adding additional details for the products, like if I list a DVD movie or a video game, I've started putting in there the additional information on the actual video game. It makes the information, it makes it a lot longer, but if somebody wants that information, it's right there in front of them. If somebody wants to know if the game is like 1 player, 2 player, or how long is the movie, that type of relevant information I now have on my site. I'm now putting that in there. Also too, just to give you a tip, if you're starting your own site, this is just about someone that is starting their own website, I would tell you to create the categories better than what I've done. I feel like I've failed in some of the ways. I went through about a year ago on my DVDs and my VHS, and I actually put them into genres like action, adventure, comedy, horror, suspense, thriller, things like that, because people look for certain types of movies. They can now look and say, hey, what horror movies does he have? And they go and they click on horror. It brings up all the horror movies. That's important for people when they're shopping. I did not do that when I first started my site, so definitely do that. The same thing with my video game category. It's a mess. That's short and to the point. It's a mess. It's not in any way, shape, or form the way that I want it to be. I am trying to see when I'm going to have time to go back over some of this stuff. I am definitely planning on revamping my site and making some significant changes to help improve the customer experience. But anyone that's starting out actually on their own site, keep that in mind when you're building it. Make it more user-friendly. Make it more convenient for the customer. Is it the worst I've ever seen? No, by no means. It's far, far from perfect. There's things that I want to do and improve, but I mainly wanted to make this video to tell you guys, I'm probably rambling a little bit right now, to be honest with you. It's just coming straight off of my noggin and what I'm saying to you. But I just wanted you guys to be aware how long it took me for me to get my sales on my site. Like I said, a little over a month for that first sale, and then it was about 2 weeks in between that one, and then a week after that. But just remember, you have to have confidence in yourself. You have to take it, and you have to constantly be open to learning new things all the time. I am constantly learning something new. If you would have asked me 3 years ago if I would be sitting in front of this camera right now, talking to the entire world on my YouTube channel, and I would have said, you're crazy. There's no way I'm doing that. I enjoy this. This is awesome to be able to express your feelings and to help someone else that may be out there and considering, hey, I want to go out and I want to create my own site. I want to create my own name. I want to do my own thing. It is possible. It's absolutely possible. Look into all your different options as well. I chose for my business BigCommerce, but you have Wix, you have Shopify, you have Square that has their own e-commerce platform now you can do. There's just a magnitude of different companies out there offering lots of different services. There's also cross-listing companies that you can cross-list with different marketplaces. But if you want something that you can actually truly call yours and be proud of it and work hard on it all the time and say, I am dedicated to this, I am going to try to make this work. Is it always a positive thing? Not always. It is hard. By no means is this easy. I want to set that right straight to you. Do not expect this to be an easy task. This is not easy. This is a lot, hundreds and thousands of hours of time pouring into this. Finding your items, cleaning your items, washing your items, storing your items, finding a place to store your items, knowing how to photograph your items, having the right equipment to do your items, having the right tripod for your camera if you're going to do a YouTube channel. I mean, right now, I'll be honest with you guys, I do not have the right tripod. How is this so level with me? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have my camera right now sitting on top of 3 boxes on a very short little tripod pointed at me, and I am talking to you. So I want to be able to get a tripod down the road. It's just not in the budget right now. You have to have faith in yourself if you want to create your own website, and you have to take and work on it hard. And you have to be willing to take and sacrifice your own personal life in a lot of ways. I will be honest with you guys, I've not taken care of myself always the best way. I have focused on my website so much. So just keep in mind, when you're ready to take that adventure and you're ready to take that leap into yourself and do your own website, this is something that is going to require a lot of work. It is not a get rich quick scheme by any means. You have to take and you have to have that confidence to be able to do this on your own. You're constantly going to be learning at every step. I hope that this has been informational to you guys. I wanted to get into this and tell you my experience. How long did it take me to get my first sale? Is there something that I would change like I did? I discussed with you guys. My categories, not the way I want them to be, but I'm going to fix it. Just keep in mind, keep plugging, keep going forward, and always remember to believe in yourself, believe in your dreams. And until the next one, we'll see you guys later, and I greatly appreciate you watching. And if you could please hit that like button, subscribe, or share the channel, it would be very much appreciated. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Peace out.